Hi, it's April Braswell, and I think I'm like a minute or two late there. I'm sort of jumping between my phone and my computer. My computer actually kind of froze up there for a moment, so I decided I would jump over to my phone. So just to let you know, I have a little bit of a challenge. Oh, I can at least or can reply. I have a little bit of a challenge with accessing the comments super quickly there with doing this via my phone. So I apologize. Oh, they're the joys of the hair. So I think every woman out here, we all understand that these are just the realities during the coronavirus, and our being safer at home is that our hair may not be quite what we would normally be wanting it to be. I literally had an appointment to get my hair done, my roots touched up on Tuesday afternoon, and they phoned me, or Wednesday afternoon, and they phoned me about 10:50 to let me know that they were closing. And I was just like, I understand, I understand, I understand. So welcome. And I'm going to be starting on connecting and letting you know and educating around the doTERRA essential oils. This is from my Facebook page. So I'm just going to sort of, I think I can sort of invite people at the time that I'm in here. Not sure. Um, and let me see. I'm trying to close out of everything else here in my computer while, oh no, it's going to send me the messages. Let's not do that. So I'm trying to close out of everything else there on my computer so I can reply and engage with you here in the live. So it's one of the things that's going on during the coronavirus is, in fact, and I'm not a health professional, I'm not a medical doctor or anything like that. I do have family who are, God bless, my sister-in-law is a nurse, and I have relatives who are with the Department of Health, so I'm really careful, or I certainly aim to be, around what we are doing during the coronavirus. One, absolutely stay home, minimize contact with others. When you do go do things like take a walk out in public, when you come home, this was from a doctor via my fiance Jordan, who reminded me of this yesterday when we were going out to take a walk, which was when you get home, take off your clothes, wash them, take a shower, wash down, and then, of course, disinfect the doorknobs. You don't always have to use the wipes. A lot of us may not, they're kind of running low, and we'd like the folks who are in the medical establishments to be able to access them. So I do have Clorox at home, and I will just my own use my rags and Clorox. Hi, welcome. I can't tell yet who's here, so please comments and say hello and let me know who's here. I'm trying to kind of watch the comments well at the same time, both on my computer, and there's a little lag there going on, so I apologize. My the Wi-Fi on my computer is just completely whirring, so I may not be able to jump into that too quickly and easily. So today, so feel free to chime in the comments, and if I don't manage to see a comment here during the live, what I will do, and I promise to afterwards, we're going to go for probably about 50 to 60 minutes. Hi, chime in the comments and let me know you're here. I have a little bit of a challenge going on with the Wi-Fi, being able to see the comments and the live at the same time because we are all using Wi-Fi at home right now. So what I was starting to say around the coronavirus is all these things like the Lifelong Vitality Pack, using essential oils, using our product, do I have it even right here? I usually do. Yes, having things like on guard. These are to support your immune system. There is no known vaccination, there is no known cure. All of what we were aiming to do is to stay safe and to give our bodies the nutrients it needs to have a as strong as possible as we can do kind immune systems rather than having things oh, because I don't eat perfectly, and I don't, that we don't quite have everything we need. So it looks like I can kind of view the live. I love jumping facts. So do know that that is my stance. That's what I'm trying to communicate when I educate on the essential oil, on the essential oil supplements, that these are here to support our systems. They are not preventing, they are not curing. I'm certainly not saying that in form because I really don't know that, and there is no known cure or vaccination currently. So stay safe and be smart. A lot of folks were also saying, oh, I'm here and I'm covered by the Lord will take care of me. Well, God bless. I'm Christian and I absolutely do believe that. And I also believe in taking smart action, which is to be safe at home, only to go absolutely necessary. Really, at this point now, I'm even canceling my, or rather rescheduling. I have basic doctor appointments. They are really only basic ones in April. It's about 2 or 3 weeks away. I'm just going to reschedule it for later in the summer just because it's smart and what we need to do has to be done in person. There's just things that have to be done and that have to be done only in person. All those things where you can postpone them or reschedule them, do. Be smart. I'm going to sort of, there we go, navigate that at the same time. So I'm going to start by sharing about vitality. In fact, there has been a recent study. I will share that later in the comment section there a little bit later today, so you can come take a look for that later this afternoon and do a reply with a question. But there has been a study. I think it's not PubMed, but it's one of those sort of locations. They didn't just study general products. Sometimes the PubMed, because of course they're not to be commercial, not trying to endorse a brand. They will often do a study on essential oils, and they will not necessarily cite specifically DoTERRA. And in this case, they did. So that was just very beneficial for us that there has actually been a study and not just anecdotal about the benefits of lifelong vitality. So I'm going to hold up the product. It's, again, a little challenging with the phone, but I'm doing what we can, as we are, to be sensible and flexible. So here's how it comes, or this is one of the ways that it comes. This is, you're seeing it backwards, I realize that. It's the Lifelong Vitality package. It's actually a trio, and I can't really, let me see if I can. I really can't. Let's see. It is, like, show really badly, but it's a trio of 3 supplements, are what's known in doTERRA as the foundation of health. It is, as it turns out, the #1 selling product, which I did not know until I'd already had an amazing experience with the oils. And chime in the comments and let me know, what was your first experience with the doTERRA oils? What did you love? Was there an oil or an experience with the oils that you really adore and really resonated with? I hear some people, they just had an amazing experience with peppermint right out of the gate and they fell in love that way. Whereas I fell in love through AromaTouch. And I love the AromaTouch process. I love doing AromaTouch hand. And those of you who are home and living alone, and those of you who are home living with loved ones, even if you are not fully trained in AromaTouch, you can do a gentle massage with a loved one at home and create really amazing connection. I usually like to use lavender, as well as my personal favorite is, I'm in love, Balance. It smells amazing. I pretty much use it daily. I keep it here by my my little table here. I use it every morning. It has a little bit of frankincense in it, which is a wonderful thing to put on your third eye and on your crown chakra. So I use it to ground. And you can do that, just a gentle with a loved one on their hand, and you both have the experience with the oils. So I'm going to read some things here about the Lifelong Vitality Pack. So I have to put my reading glasses on since my 40s. That's been necessary. So the Lifelong Vitality Pack, just to let you know, these are the things that I add. You'll often hear people talk about Lifelong Vitality, or the LLV is the acronym that a lot of people use in doTERRA. And when you buy them, the trio, you can do an add-on of up to 3 products at a reduced rate. So it's kind of, so a lot of, you might hear a lot of people talk about lifelong vitality, and they may not specify that they're talking, that they really mean the trio plus maybe 1 or 2 of the products that they always buy consistently. So one of the things that I buy every time is I add in the Deep Blue capsule. I'm someone who used to take ibuprofen pretty much daily. I would always have just general aches and discomforts, and the capsules are a way for me to get away from taking that, which actually pollutes your liver, which I really have a problem with because I had cirrhosis of the liver. I'm sober now 2 years, but my liver in particular, I really need to be very careful about using those things. So I can take ibuprofen if I really need to. It's just way better that I don't. And a lot of folks who are 50 or older, like I am, hi, wave your hand there in the comments if you're one of those. A lot of us, all of those toxins we years, like it's in our hand lotion, ladies, all that body cream we've used over the years, it accumulates in our organs, and in particular in our liver. So all those ways in which we can now clean out our liver and do better with it, as well as now find a healthy alternative for those things we needed to use those products for, all the better. So I keep ibuprofen on hand a little bit sometimes when I need relief like that. However, I pretty much aim to take 2 of the Deep Blue capsules every day, and I find doing that with a consistency that those aches and discomforts, mine are reduced. I would say they're pretty much gone, except unless it's been a particularly stressful day, and that's when you use the Deep Blue rub. As some of you who know me, I was actually hospitalized 2 years ago because I had so polluted my body from the alcohol that I could eventually, it was never really diagnosed, but essentially it was my liver got so polluted that one of the symptoms of that is extreme fatigue. I could literally hardly walk 3 steps. So for really about a year, it really took me a long time to rebuild my energy and stamina. I am not mentioning the wonderful of this in any way to take the place of healthy diet. It, in addition, hi, I can't tell who just did that, bless you. Chime in the comments and say hello. Let me know where you're connecting from. Thank you. And I will reply later when I'm able to see them well in my computer. I apologize that it's not absolutely terrific for me this time. Hi, I can see 2 more people just joined. Thank you. Chime in the comments and let me know some of the questions you have with oils. Even if I can't manage to respond perfectly during the live today, I will come back into the comments and reply later this afternoon with answers, and or at least then if there's a longer answer, I will answer that in a future live. So I was challenged with energy and stamina after eating really, really well, namely a lot of greens, healthy organic greens. Even after that for about a year, I was still at what I described like 80 to 90% returned. I am someone who, even on where I'm back 100%, I will do a lot, whether it's really in task actions. Those of us who are leaders A lot of us are here. I know a lot of my folks, you are leaders in your sphere. I have ladies who are awesome goddesses and Toastmasters, where they are, I don't remember the complete title, they are distinguished Toastmasters. They have been graciously and humbly serving for years. I have one lady, we won't name names unless she says it herself in the comments, has been volunteering with Toastmasters in multiple districts for 14 plus years. So you know what I mean. These ladies are leaders in their spheres. Ladies, well, I won't say, where I have ladies where they are quite wonderful influencers in their church, in their women's ministry, their ladies' ministries. And thank you so much for each of you for showing up and bringing in the leadership that you were born for, where you are a leader in your family as well as in your community where you are. So you know what it's like to, I describe it as we run energy, where that divine source energy from the Lord is coming in us and through us. So we're all doing a lot without it being a task, in which case it can be physically taxing. And in order for me to have the energy that I need without taking some mega dose vitamin that really isn't good for our organs at this stage of life, I use the additional things that I add on. I add the Deep Blue. I also now purchase monthly, once I understood I needed to talking about when they said great energy with lifelong vitality was I added it's known as M2X. Pardon me, M2M, Mitomax. It's for our mitochondrial. And it's not like the jolt of coffee. It's where you get that jolt to your head. I take a little bit of caffeine in my coffee these days. That can be a little jarring, and it doesn't actually give you energy. It gives your head a nice clarity, but it actually taxes your system. I enjoy my coffee. Where's my cup? I have it here. You know, I enjoy my coffee when I have him, and I do a Snoopy mug. They're Christmas mugs. I use them year round because it's Snoopy. So those are fun, but they don't actually give my body energy. I use the Mitomax in the morning. This one's a little caveat, so I'm going to hold the bottle up again so I can do my caveat visually. When you take this part of the supplement, take one only in the morning because you will be energized. Yes. Just think about that there for a minute. What might happen if you took this at night? Yeah. You might have insomnia or just amazing busyness and great creativity starting at 11 o'clock at night or midnight and then unable to sleep. So when you take the Mitomax, take it early in the morning. Ideally, you want to take the supplements, of course, with food. Now, I'm going to let you know a little secret, and I'm only going to say it here in the video. I don't think I'm actually going to put it in the text description. So one of the things about these supplements, so they show up there, you can kind of see it, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to post a picture of this part later today, is you actually take multiples of the vitamins in the morning and in the evening. So you can take if you've got one of those busy days like we used to have, and our dear folks on the front lines, where I would be leaving first thing in the morning around maybe 9 or something, or even earlier some days, and gone for the day. Where if you were going to have one of those days, and you might still during this time of home, then go ahead and take the full dose for the day in the morning. Anyone's ever taken supplements before, as a lot of us have, hi, welcome, thank you for being here. Type in the comments below and let me know where you're connecting from and any of the questions you have about essential oils. So one of the things about taking the supplements, if you do it on an empty stomach, is, if I really do take the full dose for the day on an empty stomach, you'll feel it. It is, your stomach feels a little, it feels like it's not bad exactly. It's just, it's uncomfortable. It's like, oh, there's a little discomfort with having all those supplements being the only thing in your stomach and trying to that without food. So it's best for absorption, it's best for digesting and feeling comfortable. The recommendation is to take them with food. I know some medications that you might be used to and thinking about like that, oh, I take a medication with just like one or two crackers. Well, a medication, if that's the direction, that would be fine. Take lifelong vitality. You want it with a bit more food than just one or two crackers. You want to take it with a small meal. I know people who are doing that intermittent fasting and all of that, and I wouldn't do it really on that kind of an empty stomach. It's when you're going to be eating and you have food and you've got a good amount of food in your stomach, maybe like at least like half a cup to put in your stomach. That's the time to take it. So if that's not your first thing in the morning routine, if you really don't eat like that until maybe 10 a.m., then take your morning dose a.m. Best for you. So I'm going to give you some of the information here about the benefits from lifelong vitality. There is the full study with a bit more detail with with my customers, because there's just more I can say with them versus what's compliant. I can share more sort of experiential things with folks who are customers of mine. So it says here, lifelong wellness benefits. It has general wellness and vitality, antioxidant and DNA protection, energy metabolism, supports our energy, just like I was saying. I do notice it using the lifelong vitality, and then I added the Mitomax, is my energy is good. And I am someone who is very busy. So what I find is on one of my busier days, and I'm taking them both, taking the LLV plus the Mitomax edition, sort of, that I have good energy all day from 7 a.m. in the morning, because I've had some early morning Toastmaster meetings I've been to at 7 a.m., which means actually being up around really like 6, and then out the door by about 6:30 or so, where it's a full day. And then I will go to, I actually had one the other, like 2 weeks ago, it feels like where I was at a 7 a.m. Toastmasters meeting, as well as a 6:30 Toastmasters meeting. Went until about 8:30, 9 o'clock at night with our meeting afterwards, the leadership for our club. And I had good energy throughout the day. I was tired at the end of the day. We should be tired at the end of the day. And then I had an awesome night's sleep. What I used to have before was that I'd be really tired, exhausted, by late afternoon, and I would need to take a significant nap. And now, taking both the lifelong vitality and the Mitomax add-on, I could go the whole day, good energy, even keel, and not need to, taking a little rest. I didn't need like a 2-hour nap. I could, go the day until the end of the day. So it also does it. This is the phrase, this is the compliant phrase. I say support, they say support. It supports, one of the benefits is immune function. So it also helps with stress management. And I'll talk about that in a few minutes, because I have clients where, and as we all are right now, we are under stress. And you might think of using something like lavender, and I love lavender, or balance to help relax and manage stress, and they do, as well as our amazing blend, Adaptive. However, supplements the lifelong vitality supplements support stress management as well too, because our whole system has the nutrients it needs. When it is stressed from lack of nutrition, that is when our body goes into stress mode. We are emotionally more stressed, so it supports that. I wouldn't immediately have thought of the stress management and emotional support that lifelong vitality provides. It helps with cardiovascular health, healthy hair, skin, and nails. And I have to say, my hair, it's cute because it's not the most fantastic right today because I took a shower yesterday after taking a walk. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Chime in the comments with your and say hello with where you're connecting from. Hello. So yesterday I did follow the appropriate protocol with the coronavirus, and I took a shower right after taking a walk. Well, my hair was kind of like in a ponytail and all of that, and I didn't do styling right afterwards, so my styling doesn't look amazing. And you have to know when you see these shards that my hair, I wish I could show you a picture. I didn't take a lot of pictures. I had shards and super, super thin hair 2 years ago when I was in the hospital. So the fact that I have hair now, and it even looks good to the point of where my fiance, ladies, you know how this is. They don't always necessarily notice right away. He did, bless his heart. He noticed my hair the other day, and after I had just used the shampoo and conditioner for the first time, and he was like, "Oh, your hair looks really good." And I'm like, it was so cute. It was just really, really nice to hear, and so it's noticeable. And I do notice the health benefits. So it supports that healthy hair, skin, and nails because it gives us the nutrients that we need that typically we really can't get. You would have to be eating, it's something like $90 worth of organic protein a day, and I would need to be eating like almost all day long in order to attempt to get that kind of nutrients into myself from food alone. It supports, ding, 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 this one's important for me and really for all of us, liver function and digestive health. A lot of us have been hearing about gut health and all of that, and the Lifelong Vitality Pack supports that. In addition, it supports lung and respiratory health, and it is on the stomach. What is nice with it is, again, I recommend what I reiterate what the directions state, which is to take it with food, and then it's gentle on the stomach. Is some of the supplements which are out there, which are maybe particular supplements or still those megadose horse pills, those are not gentle on the stomach, and you can feel it. It's kind of harsh, and this is gentle, and it does not contain genetically modified material, and it is dairy free. Now, the kind that I got is not the vegetarian or vegan, pardon me, not the vegan ones. The capsule, the coating that they come in, there is a vegan option. So if that's important for you, your needs, there is a vegan option for Lifelong Vitality Pack. And just keeping an eye on the time here. Now, I'm going to go into Lifelong Vitality a little bit more. I don't have the thing right here. I had a little computer problem earlier. I actually have a trifold on it, which I give to folks who are my customers. So let me see if it is in. I was kind of hoping it is. Let me see. No, that's not there. Let me see. I just changed out my copy. I'm referencing here the Essential Life book, and this is it references doTERRA products, but it's not actually put out by doTERRA itself. And let me see if I can find this. This all has to do with I'm trying to balance it in my lap and still hold the phone. So let's see if we can do it. Did almost. Boom, 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 boom. Just looking through here. This one doesn't cover it. I am going to pull it from the other thing. And so I will go into Lifelong Vitality Pack a bit more specifically in another have that material where my computer didn't hang up. I maybe I'll reference it and I'll try it again during the call at the very end there. Today I wanted to make sure to educate on, I brought it out here. Where are we? There we go. It was the product of the month. So it was a product of the month here in March. Pomarosa, and I had a number of my customers they're all asking, they're like, so what do you do with Pomarosa? What are the benefits? What is it good for? And when you place your loyalty order, your loyalty rewards order, and have that run the 15th sooner of the month, and it is 100 PV or more, then you qualify and receive that month's product of the month with DoTERRA. So in March, this time it was Pomarosa. So I want to do a little education about Pomarosa for all of my customers who got that this month. And for those of you who look later, it will be available later. Right now it's only of the month, and it may be a little while before DoTERRA puts it out at a larger scale. So one of the it is really good for as a floral, I can't really do cap and sniff it at the same time. You can do this with your own at home. Open it up and smell it. It's a wonderful floral. Those are all amazing. It supports youthful skin. So one of the ways you can use these is with your cleanser. The cleanser that doTERRA puts out, I haven't used it yet because there are something like 150 products and I haven't used every single one quite yet. So what I do with it is I use my cleanser that I have, which is a very gentle cleanser. You can see I have the ruddy Irish skin, and that the doTERRA products actually soften that over time, and I just have to segue everything over in the next few months. Is you can use it with your cleanser on your skin, and it's like a light wash on your skin. Or if you have a gentle cream, facial cream, and the doTERRA lines are really amazing, is you can get to that on your skin, or you can use the oil directly. It's gentle enough. You can use it directly. I'm doing this gesture for those of you who know. I gesture where I get 1 drop of oil by rotating the open bottle onto my finger, and then just wipe it on your skin. A lot of right now, with everything going on with the coronavirus, hi, welcome, please chime in the comments and let me know where you're from. Welcome, thank you for being here. Is a lot of folks are feeling of the emotions and the feelings, everything that's going on right now, while the whole world is waiting, watching. Hi, oh, I think that's Joaquin. Thank you for being here. Chime in, say hello. You're calling from Mexico, and how's your family's business? Thank you for being here today. And let me know, I don't know if you've ever experienced the essential oils before, or if you use that at all in your business. I know a lot of do actually use the On Guard cleaning products both at home as well as in their commercial businesses. Pardon. I apologize. I'll try to do that as quietly as possible. I know it can kind of magnify the swallowing sound there. So it is and jumping back and forth here. So the Pomarosa, as one of the oils, you can both use it in your skin. What I was trying to say about all the emotions going on is a lot of people are to that in one way or another. People would define themselves as being an empath, and even if you don't necessarily identify fully completely, an empath is, a lot of us are at least a little empathic of noticing, feeling, and experiencing the emotions of others. So one of the ways that you can support your body with that, people are talking about using Epsom salts nice warm soaks at home. And that's another way that you can use your Pomarosa is you can put a few drops into your bath at night and it goes all over your skin. It's so lovely. It's so supportive for our whole system. And this is one where I am going to be able to read from the book. I just need to balance. And how this is organized as a book is that there's this amazing section at the beginning where it's like a quick reference guide where you can look up your ailment, what's going on, how can I support that, and it will let you know what systems that's really, and then like what oil or what the supplements you can use to support that. And then how it's organized is the oils are cited next, and then the blends. So oh no, it's not here. I thought I had it. Uh-oh, I'm going to have to cover this more in another thing. I don't have it right in front of me. I thought it was here. A different edition of the book. So I am going to wrap it up just a little bit early then, and share more about Pomarosa in the Pomarosa oil more in an additional live when I have more in front of me. Hi, Joaquin. Type a little comment there. Let me know how your family is and how you all are doing. Now, let me know, because I think you're in San Diego. I know the whole state is affected. Are you in really more the sort of central, the downtown, or are you a little further out? I'm in a suburban area, so we're not all right on top of each other. So it's safely feet away apart from each other. So I'm going to just add on because I've had some clients ask me a couple of the which are a really easy way to use the essential oils. A lot of us there's a new blend called Adaptive, and it comes in capsule form as well as in the bottle form. I have that in another room, and it comes in the roller. What's so wonderful with the pre-made rollers is I can actually do this one almost. One. Let me see if I can do one of them. Yep, I have to do it one-handed. Yeah, this one's open enough. I can show you one stronger. Is steel roller, which these are from doTERRA directly. They're really, really super well made. I do little homemade ones for carrying in my purse for other things, a little blend I want to do myself or when I sample people. Oh, good. Yeah, you are in central downtown. I thought so. I somehow thought you were in more the central area. So what we have is they're really well constructed, so they don't at all here on the side for your bag, your purse, your pockets, and it's easy to carry with you. What's wonderful for Adaptive is it does exactly that. Was any anxious feelings you have, anxious thoughts, if your system right now, we're all under a lot of stress, so even the men are starting to use it too, is that they don't always think of it right away. The rollers are a really nice way. You can use it on your wrists. I can see if I can kind of show you here. I roll it on my forearms, and then I rub my forearms together, and they give you that amazing response pretty quickly within like 5 to 10 minutes of where your system is very supportive for mental clarity and kind of emotional well-being. I hope that was compliant language. I have a client where I use stronger and she uses stronger. She was looking at the list of oils and immediately was interested in that one. A lot of women will want that feeling of confidence and strength, and it has a slightly citrusy fragrance to it. Let me see if I can actually read some of the things which are in here with my reading glasses on. Of course, the fractionated coconut oil, that's our carrier oil that's in here, the purest we have, as well as cedar wood. All of the wood ones are very grounding, as well as it has one of the fruit oils that I cannot read. It's Cannot read it if it's an L or a U. This is the joy of being farsighted. As well as amazing frankincense and rose. So rose is one of the most très cher, as we say in French, precious because of how many roses we use to create the rose oil. So what's really lovely is to get one of the blends where it is present in it, as well as frankincense, because ours is the standard both for purity and potency. It's a therapeutic grade level. It's known as certified pure therapeutic grade. We set the highest standard of purity. So 1 drop is a dose and 1 drop is potent. I have one girlfriend where we were in the car together a few weeks ago, not like a month ago, and she was having a headache was coming on. She was getting a little bit of a migraine. And I was like, oh, here, I have peppermint. I always have peppermint around. So I put it in my water. That's good for headaches. Put it on your temples. And I said, 1 drop. She did it so quickly. She did multiple drops, boom, 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 and then boom, 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 both temples. It was a little much. So, she was fine. She needed to drink some water and relax. 1 drop, and then wait 10 or 15 minutes. It supports mental or head clarity. So that's it with our rollers. They're really wonderful with using the carrier oil, dilutes it, so you can use the frankincense and you can use rose at a diluted level and still get the benefit without paying the full price for a whole bottle of the stuff. Frankincense, we also set the standard in terms of, you might hear with doTERRA the phrase co-sourcing. We do co-sourcing both in terms of that we source our oils where they occurred in nature and most abundantly. So for example, lavender, where it's most abundant and grows naturally in France. So it smells amazing, and not just like the stuff that you might have smelled in a potpourri or something like that, or one of the other ones where it's diluted or it has fillers in it. That ours is potent. So when you use the frankincense, no, both it was sourced at, we sourced from 3 places. So you're going to, a little bit of difference in each bottle because it's natural that way. And with the co-sourcing, both we source where it occurred in nature, and then secondarily, depending on what country you're in, we partner with the folks, the villagers, the farmers, the people who own the trees for the frankincense. We partner with them directly and pay them a fair price, which means I'm going to pause here a little bit on frankincense, which is, by doing that, it means that if they need money to feed their family, they don't have to harvest the frankincense from a tree in a manner which would harm the life of the tree. If they need to harvest quickly to get as much as possible in order to get out enough money to feed their family because the price isn't fair, then they can actually damage the tree. And I didn't know this. The way frankincense trees go, they are, or maybe it's the grove, they are passed down from generation to generation in families. So and this is kind of different than what we can maybe understand in Western culture here in the States, is because of that longevity of living in the same area, the same village, generation to generation to generation. You feel it and you know it. Your responsibility to your ancestors and your responsibility to your progeny, your children and their children, that they want to both provide for their family now and to be able to care for the grove, the tree, in such a way that their family will be able to harvest themselves generations, their children, their grandchildren, and they think like that. So there's a whole interview over at YouTube. I'll try to post it a little bit later in the comments from the folks where that's the case, and what a blessing it was for them, how doTERRA came in and partnered with them so that our fragrance is both potent and pure, and I would describe it as sort of energetically pure, that it is pure in terms of people weren't harmed in order to get it. And when I've seen in some beauty lines that include frankincense, not our level of purity, it's not our level of potency, and where I don't want to name brands, there's no need, that unless there's the doTERRA frankincense is there, they aren't paying to use that in their beauty lines, then I heard someone describe it as kind of like that kind of a harvest of where you were getting that in your oil. And so you want to be aware of that for what you're using on your body, as well as the purity for your skin. So I'm going to finish up. We are about 20 after. If there are particular questions you have, I apologize for this is like the first times I'm doing the live during the education time. Then pose your questions. Let me know what questions you might have about the, and I'm happy to answer them if I can quickly in the text or with a video, like the little video about the frankincense, or to cover that in another live. I will more of the educational lives in like the week or ahead, because all of our work days are very different now. And if there's a particular time of day that's better for you, because I know like Joaquin, they're in like the food services business, so maybe like a weekday morning early, like the morning before 10 o'clock is great for him. Whereas someone who's working 9 to 5, they're like, oh, April, I can only do it after 5:30 on a weeknight. Well, let me know 1 or 2 weeknights that might work well for you. And I will aim to be in here a number of different times over the course of the week so that different people can be here during the live, because it's nice to connect, isn't it? And thank you so much for joining me. Do chime in the comments. A couple of these things, like the Lifelong Vitality Packs, I just bought a different version. There's one kind that comes in, I can't hold them all up, that comes in the bottles. There's also this awesome version. I just got this one. It costs like $5 more, and I just finally, did that this month in order to bless the folks who are my customers. It comes in the little packets, and you can see, I can try to do that with the little reflection of the light. Oh, there we go. It is 2 of each of the 3 that are in the foundation of health, the trio. 2 of each is 1 dose. So, dose. So it's like this is like the morning amount, and then I would do a second one of these in the evening, or at least. And what's really nice with these as well too, the days that we have, is bag. You can stick it in your pocket. You can stick it in your fanny pack, and with you, stick it in one of those pockets and bring it with you so you can take it later when you're having food, maybe some trail mix, when you're taking a snack break during your day. This is really nice, and a couple of my ladies my customers have bought a bunch of the other oils, and they haven't tried Lifelong Vitality Pack yet. Folks who are my customers, this is something that I give them to support the folks who are my customers and thank them for being my customer. You sample the Lifelong Vitality Pack. Most people notice it within 3 days. I've heard really like 3 to 5 days. People 3 to 7 in some cases, but most people are noticing within 3 days of using it the difference. And it's like, oh, and once you notice the difference, and it's like, oh, this is worth my getting. And then they typically place it in month or 3rd month of buying stuff with doTERRA. And let me see if I can cite it here. There we go. It's there on the side, but it's gonna be backwards, so I'll post it in the pictures too. But it has a 30-day trial where it is just 30 days to change your life, guaranteed. So DoTerra does offer a 30-day guarantee of your experiencing the difference and the benefits of lifelong vitality. So it's totally worth your money to give it a try. If you were thinking of getting it, it's definitely worth buying. And I will cite the link down below in the comments. Can get that through me, or you can message me. I'll post my contact information below, and I can help you get that and get you and your family started if that's something you want, and whenever you're ready, because I know we all want to support our health right now, and we're also still managing our budgets smartly. So if you need to wait a few days until you're or anything like that, totally fine. There's no pressure from me. It's I'm here to support whenever it's appropriate for you. Have a wonderful and blessed day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will definitely be doing these throughout the week. Do go ahead and like my page, and you'll get the notification events are there, and when you like my page I can then cite you for the invitation the next time I'm doing one of the lives, and you can get a notification and I'll let you know. Have a wonderful day. God bless. Thank you for being here. Bye bye.